Number 25, Utah Utes, 9-4 record in 2016. As usual, Coach Kyle Whittingham's defense should be up to the challenge behind another strong front. The questions come on offense, where Troy Taylor takes over as offensive coordinator. Incumbent quarterback Troy Williams, a junior, shows flashes but needs consistency. Number 24, Tennessee Volunteers, 9-4 record in 2016. The Volunteers are coming off back-to-back 9-win seasons, and yet the seat might still be hot for Coach Butch Jones. 14-18 record in the SEC. His recruiting success should help the team handle several key departures. Quinton Dormady appears to have an edge on Jared Garantano in the competition to replace quarterback Joshua Dobbs. The defense must get better against the run after allowing 218.5 yards per game. Number 23, Texas Longhorns, 5-7 record in 2016. There should be new energy this season with new coach Tom Herman. He will have a core of young talent on defense, including 10 returning starters and greater depth. After a promising freshman season, quarterback Shane Buechele has the potential to flourish in Herman's system if he finds a go-to receiver. Number 22, Virginia Tech, 10-4 record in 2016. In Justin Fuente's first season, the Hokies reached the ACC title game and nearly upset Clemson. They will have to make up for several key losses, including quarterback Jared Evans, and there is little experience at receiver beyond Cam Phillips. The linebacker and secondary groups are loaded. Number 21, South Florida Bulls, 10-3 record in 2016. The Bulls, following their best season in school history, returned most of their stars, including QB Quinton Flowers, the AAC's Offensive Player of the Year. They lost head coach Willie Taggart, now at Oregon, but bring in Charlie Strong, who did not get it done at Texas but delivered huge success at Louisville. Number 20, West Virginia Mountaineers, 10-3 record in 2016. The Mountaineers, coming off a 10-win season, return only 8 starters, the fewest in the Big 12. QB should be a strength, however, with the addition of Florida transfer Will Grier, who was impressive in the spring. RB Justin Crawford's return leaves the running game on excellent footing. The defensive line loses 3 starters, but Al-Rashid Benton and David Long form one of the best linebacker duos in the conference. Number 19, Kansas State, 9-4 record in 2016. Bill Snyder, at 77, returns to the sideline. The defense will be stingy, and the offense will rely on the run game and efficient passing. That formula took time to come together last year before Kansas State won 6 of its last 7. A big key was the play of dual-threat QB Jesse Ertz. Number 18, Miami, FLA, Hurricanes, 9-4 record in 2016. Mark Richt, in his second year, has the program headed in the right direction. The offense can be built around RB Mark Walton and WR Almond Richards, who set the Miami record for receiving yards as a freshman. The defense is full of young talent. The big challenge will be replacing Brad Kaye at quarterback. Number 17, Louisville Cardinals, 9-4 record in 2016. With Heisman Trophy winner Lamar Jackson running the show, the Cardinals will be prolific on offense again. Some help from the offensive line could help avoid last year's late swoon. The defense looks to be in great shape with LB James Hearns and DB Jar Alexander back. Number 16, Florida Gators, 9-4 record in 2016. The starting quarterback for the Gators will need to be sorted out with the late transfer of Malik Zaire from Notre Dame. RB Jordan Scarlett and WR Antonio Callaway will help make things easier. The defense, which ranked in the top 10 in all the major categories, needs to fill some gaps in the front 7. Number 15, Georgia Bulldogs, 8-5 record in 2016. The running back tandem of Nick Chubb and Sony Michel will be one of the nation's best. QB Jacob Eason will look to improve on an up-and-down freshman season. He will be helped by a defense that returns 10 starters with DL Trenton Thompson and LB Roquan Smith, 2 of the standouts. Number 14, Stanford Cardinal, 10-3 record in 2016, coming off 6 wins to end last season. The Cardinal are hopeful QB Keller Christ will be healthy for the opener after a knee injury in their bowl game. RB Bryce Love will try to fill the shoes of Christian McCaffrey. DL Harrison Phillips is part of what should be the top defense in the Pac-12. Number 13, Auburn, 8-5 record in 2016. The arrival of Jarrett Stidham from Baylor should drastically improve the Tigers through the air. Running backs Cameron Petway and Kerryon Johnson should find more room this year. The defense is young up front, but returns 4 of its top 5 tacklers. Number 12, LSU Tigers, 8-4 in 2016. Ed Orgeron's first full season in Baton Rouge will feature RB Darius Guice carrying the offensive load. Improvement from QB Danny Etling would bring some needed balance. The Arden Key and DE Dante Jackson lead a unit that will be difficult for opponents to crack. Number 11, Oklahoma State Cowboys, 10-3 record in 2016. Scoring points should not be a problem with the combination of QB Mason Rudolph and WR James Washington leading the offense. To win the Big 12 and contend for the playoff, the defense must improve. LB Chad Whitener is one part of that puzzle. Number 10, Wisconsin Badgers, 11-3 record in 2016. In typical Badgers fashion, the offensive line should lead the way. QB Alex Hornibrook could blossom as a sophomore. With T. Troy Fumagalli and WR Jazz Peavy, he has 2 productive targets. DB Dakota Dixon and LBTJ Edwards are 2 pieces of what should again be a stingy defense. Number 9, Michigan Wolverines, 10-3 record in 2016. No team was hit harder by personnel losses than the Wolverines. Don't cry for Jim Harbaugh, though he still will have a lot of talent in Ann Arbor. But many of those expected to play key roles, particularly on defense, are unproven as full-time starters. Number 8, Oklahoma Sooners, 11-2 in 2016. The return of QB Baker Mayfield and an outstanding offensive line should ease the transition as Lincoln Riley assumes the coaching reins from Bob Stoops. The defense needs work, though the Sooners are hardly alone in that regard in the Big 12. Number 7, Washington Huskies, 12-2 record in 2016. QB Jake Browning and most of his primary weapons are back for the Huskies' high-scoring attack. But how will Washington respond to wearing the defending Pac-12 champion bullseye? Number 6, Penn State Nittany Lions, 11-3 record in 2016. RB Saquon Barkley and QB Trace McSorley will provide the star power. If the recent run of recruiting success pays dividends in the form of quality depth, the Nittany Lions could be headed for a special season even after winning the Big Ten last year. Number 5, Clemson Tigers, 14-1 in 2016. With QB Deshaun Watson and many of his teammates off to the next level, the Tigers' offense has a lot of questions. A dominant defensive line and LB Kendall Joseph give the Tigers their best shot at a repeat title bid. Number 4, Southern California Trojans, 10-3 record in 2016. Sophomore QB Sam Darnold is the biggest reason Trojans fans are excited about 2017. He'll need young receivers to step up, and the USC defense must also deliver to meet their lofty expectations. Number 3, Florida State Seminoles, 10-3 in 2016. QB DeAndre Francois will see a lot of new faces in his huddle, and he needs better protection than he got a year ago. But the Seminoles' defense, led by DB Derwin James, is experienced and always gives the team a chance to win. Number 2, Ohio State Buckeyes, 11-2 in 2016. QB JT Barrett and RB Mike Weber will provide the bulk of the yards. Some new defensive starters must perform immediately, but there's enough talent in place for a run at the Big Ten. Number 1, Alabama Crimson Tide, 14-1 in 2016. Dynamic QB Jalen Hurts has a year under his belt, his backfield is loaded, and the defense should be its formidable self. In short, the Crimson Tide are heavy favorites in the SEC once again.